Welcome to the training session. My name is Paul Horrocks. I'm the president of MyNameFlow, which is a marketing tool for advisors. We're going to talk today about 12 simple prospecting tips for advisors. What you're going to hear about today is blocking and tackling. I'm not going to give you a silver bullet that is going to double your business overnight. These are basic tips you should implement to make your prospecting more effective. I can't tell you how many advisors are missing out on these basics. I interact with a lot of advisors, and I'm always shocked at some of the foundational things they're not doing. They're missing out on sales because they haven't taken the time to optimize their marketing channels. So if you listen and you've already implemented a number of these things, great. Use today as a checklist to make sure you have your prospecting set up for success. Now, I put everyone on mute. If you have a question, just type it into the chat and I'll answer it at the end. So with that as background, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk today about is traffic versus conversion. You have all these different marketing channels, your email, your website, LinkedIn, Facebook, your phone, which is a marketing channel. And if you don't think of it that way, I'll explain why later. You want a lot of prospects to visit all your marketing channels, but it's hard to basically get them to do that. It can take a lot of time or money or both to increase traffic. However, there are some simple things you can do to increase conversion. That's the percentage of prospects who, when they visit your channel, actually reach out to you and schedule a meeting. So let's say 100 prospects visit your LinkedIn profile, and let's say 5% of them convert and decide to reach out to you. That may sound like a low percentage, but that would actually be a terrific conversion rate. There are two ways to schedule more meetings with that channel. First, you could increase your traffic. If you get 200 people to visit your LinkedIn profile and maintain that 5% conversion, you'll double your meetings. But again, that's really hard. It will take time and money, and it's just a difficult thing to do. The other way to increase conversion is to schedule more meetings. If you can get 10% of the prospects who visit your profile to convert, you'll basically double the number of meetings. In many cases, it's much easier to increase conversion than to increase traffic. In addition, if you increase conversion and you also increase traffic, it will make that new traffic even more valuable. So you'll get a lot more business from the new traffic you're generating. So a lot of the tips you're going to hear today are simple ideas to help you increase conversion on your various channels. Now, when you think about conversion, think about Amazon. Why do so many people go to Amazon? Yes, they have great prices, but so do other online stores. The bigger reason they go to Amazon is because it's so easy. You want to make it so easy for people to contact you. So as you think about all these different channels, think about Amazon and how they make it simple. Do the same thing for your prospects. So let's start reviewing these tips. We're going to go through them pretty quickly. Here's the first tip. Include your full contact information everywhere. When I say your full contact information, I mean everything. Include your title and your designations. You worked hard for those. Show them off. Of course, include your email and your phone, but also include your social links, your website, your postal address, and your online scheduling link. You want to allow the prospect to contact you the way they prefer. I don't care if you prefer email. If the prospect prefers to message you through LinkedIn, then make it easy for them to find you on LinkedIn. People have communication preferences. If they don't see their preferred method on the list, they may move on and call somebody else. Next, when I say everywhere, I literally mean everywhere. I don't know where someone's going to come across your information. When they do find you, make sure your full contact is in there so they, again, can contact you using their preferred method. Some people will see you in a forwarded email. Others will see you on your website, some on LinkedIn and others on Facebook. Wherever they find you, make sure it's easy for them to contact you. If I go to someone's LinkedIn page, but I can't find their phone number because they haven't added it, I might just move on. I'll find someone else who has a phone number rather than wait for that person to email me back. Consumers have no attention span. You got to make it simple for them to contact you. Now, this may seem really obvious, but I can't tell you how many advisors fail to include their contact information in really obvious places. You did all the work to promote yourself on all these different platforms. It only takes a little more time to make sure the information is comprehensive. So don't miss out on opportunities because you only put a portion of your contact information in there. Next, I want to talk about online scheduling tools. If you're not using one of these, you need to get one immediately. I'm talking about tools like Calendly, Microsoft Booking, or Schedule Once. You want to make it really easy for a prospect to book an appointment with you. If you're not familiar with these tools, they actually integrate with your calendar and show a prospect when you're available for a call. Then the prospect can choose a time that works for them. You don't have to waste time emailing back and forth about days and times that work for both of you. It's a couple of clicks and it's done. Many advisors find they're getting much better conversion using these tools. So Calendly, who's one of the providers, has a case study where people have doubled their conversion rate by using a scheduling tool. Maybe you'll get similar results and double your meetings, but even if you only get a 10 or a 20% increase, isn't that worth it? Wouldn't you like to get 10 to 20% more meetings? Some of these programs only cost $10 to $15 a month. So let's say a calendar tool only helps you get 2 more meetings a month. Even if you could only close one of them, that is a huge ROI. If you spend $15 and you earn a commission of $1,000 or $2,500 or $5,000, all because you made it simple to schedule time with you, that is an incredible ROI. So don't miss out on new clients because they get frustrated trying to schedule time with you. Make it easy and add an online scheduling tool. Next, let's talk about LinkedIn. You can add your contact information to LinkedIn in the contact section. A lot of time you'll visit someone's contact section on LinkedIn and all you'll see is their email, and often it's their personal email instead of their work email. Make sure you include your full contact info on LinkedIn in the contact section. If someone finds you there, make it easy for them to email you or call you or visit your website. Don't just give them one option. Make it easy for them to use any option. Also, make sure you change it to your work email. When a prospect sees a Gmail or a Yahoo in there, they think you work for a small operation that can't afford professional email. That does not inspire confidence in someone who may want to entrust you with their wealth. Make sure your default email on LinkedIn is your work email so it shows up in the contact section. Now, in addition to the contact section, you also want to add your contact information to your overview at the top of LinkedIn. You may wonder why you want to put it in there as well. The reason is that only your connections can see your contact info. If someone refers a friend over you and they look you up on LinkedIn, they won't be a connection yet, so they won't be able to see your contact info. Now, they can invite you to connect, but if they have a question right now, they may not want to wait that long. So if you put your email, your phone number, and your scheduling link right at the bottom of that overview, that way, even if someone who isn't connected to you wants to connect, they'll be able to. So don't make them wait until you accept their connection request. Make it easy for them to contact you right now. The best way to get new business in this industry is referrals. If someone gives you a referral, you want to make it easy for that person to contact you. Don't miss out on the referral because someone was waiting 2 days until you accepted their LinkedIn connection. Make it really simple, again, for them to follow up with you. Fourth, let's talk about your email signature. This is a great opportunity to brand yourself. On average, people send about 40 emails a day for business purposes. That means you could be sending almost 15,000 emails a year. Therefore, you have 15,000 opportunities a year to brand yourself and make it easy for people to contact you and give you referrals. Most advisors I see have their email signature at least partially filled out, which is great. But why not go all the way and include everything? Again, include your phone, your email, website, social profiles, calendar link. Make it simple for people to contact you or learn more about your business with just a few clicks. Some advisors don't include their email in their signature because it's in the from line, but this is a mistake. Put your email right in the signature. Here's why. First, some people will cut and paste your contact info into their address book. Don't make them cut and paste your email a second time. Put it right in the signature so they can get everything. Also, when you forward an email, sometimes goofy things happen. Email standards are different. I've had emails forwarded to me where for some reason I can't copy the email out from the from field. And what ends up happening is it's incredibly frustrating. I have to retype the email, basically send the person a note, which of course means there's a risk that I type it incorrectly and send the email. And then I think, hey, that person doesn't want to do business with me because they never responded. And they didn't respond because they never got the email. If you put your email right in the signature, it's easy for someone to click on it or cut and paste it right into their email. One more thought. Make sure you include your online schedule right in your email signature. People often read emails late at night. If they can just click on a link to schedule a meeting with you rather than calling you or sending an email and waiting until the next day for a reply, they are much more likely to schedule that meeting. So updating your email signature will probably take you 5 minutes, But if you get 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 more clients this year, it was absolutely worth it. So we just talked about how you can make the most of your individual email. In addition to that, you should have an email marketing program. Email is the highest ROI channel for marketers. In fact, McKinsey did a study that found specifically for advisors, email marketing is 40 times as effective as Facebook and Twitter combined. They weren't saying not to use Facebook and Twitter. They were just saying you should make sure you maximize your email marketing. This is one of the simplest ways to engage hundreds or even thousands of prospects each month. These are prospects you already know because most of the time they're coming from people that you've already met and you've added to your contact list or your sent email. So following up with these prospects you already know is going to be much more effective than trying to turn strangers into clients. If you don't have an email marketing program in place, you should launch one. It takes a little time to set up, but once it's set up, it can pay huge dividends. My Nameflow will actually manage an email marketing program for you, and I know a number of you are using it today. And we can help you find prospects you forgot you knew and send them automated marketing emails. So if you're not using it and you want to give it a try, at the end of this webinar, I'll give you a link where you can sign up for a free trial. The next thing I want to talk about is voicemail. We call a lot of advisors, and very often we hear a voicemail that says, "You have reached 804-555-1212. Please leave a message." Many advisors haven't taken the time to set up the voicemail to brand themselves. They don't even mention their own name in the voicemail. Let me explain why this is important. If someone gives you a referral and that person picks up the phone and calls you, the first thing they hear is an automated message. They don't receive any confirmation that they have reached the correct person. If I call you to talk about my finances, this is serious to me. Am I going to leave a message on a voicemail when I'm not even certain I called the right person? Absolutely not. Plus, when I hear an automated voicemail, I immediately assume the person is disorganized and part of a small operation that doesn't have its act together. You want to inspire confidence with prospects immediately. Make sure you brand yourself right in the voicemail. Also, mention your email so that they know how to get in touch with you right away. Even better, let them know how they can text you to schedule a call. Give them all the information they need. Now, some of you may be thinking, I don't receive that many calls a year from prospects I don't know, so this is really, not something that's necessarily worth my time. Well, let's just say you receive only one call a month from a prospect you don't know. And let's assume half of them hang up because they aren't sure they reached the right person, or they're concerned that your voicemail is just unprofessional. That's 6 potential prospects who actually called you who didn't convert. How much business can you do with 6 really engaged prospects? I'm talking about, again, prospects who took the time to call you, not someone who you're chasing for a meeting. You can do a lot of business with those 6 prospects. So you did all this work to ask for referrals, and you actually got the referral. Don't blow it at the end by failing to brand yourself on your voicemail. Inspire confidence with prospects by making every place they interact with you professional. To continue on this theme with calls, make sure you forward your work phone to your mobile when you're out of the office. If someone tries to call you, that is, again, a really engaged prospect. You want to speak with them right away before they call someone else. Answering the phone and engaging that prospect right away can be the difference between a new client and them hanging up, calling someone else to answer their question. If you're not forwarding your work phone to your mobile, you should start doing this immediately. If your work phone can't forward to your mobile, you should change your phone system. Or if you can't change your phone system, put your mobile phone in all your marketing communications and just put your mobile phone in there. That way people will always call you where you are and you have the best chance of closing them as a client. The next thing I want to address is Facebook. Many of you may not know you can add your contact information to your Facebook page. If you haven't done this already, you should do this. Most people don't have it on there. And even if you don't use Facebook that often, you should still include your contact info. You never know where someone will look you up. You may want them to go to your website or go to your LinkedIn page, but that doesn't mean that they won't look you up on Facebook. If they do, again, make sure it's easy to contact you. This will take you about 5 minutes to update. If you get one additional prospect this year because you added your contact info there, it's totally worth it. Now, if you don't have a Facebook page, get one. Even if you never go there or don't have any use for Facebook, just create a page so it's easy for people to find you. Think of it as the Yellow Pages. You might as well have a listing because you never know when someone's going to find you there. If you're under the age of 30, you might have to go to Wikipedia to learn what the yellow pages were, but for the rest of us, that's what the precursor to Facebook was. Next, let's talk about your website. Make sure, again, you include your full contact information on your website. I often see advisors where they only list a portion of their contact info. Make sure you list everything, again, including your phone, your email, your social links, postal address, and your online scheduler. You want to make it easy for people to contact you. Again, it's so important that it's their preferred contact method, not your preferred contact method. If you don't have a website yet, get one. The world has gone digital. Your website is a way to inspire confidence that you have a serious practice and that people can trust you. Prospects want to be able to look you up and make sure you're for real. And so that's what your website does, is it basically confirms for them that you're real. It inspires confidence. This does not have to be a complex website. It can literally be 4 pages. The home page with an overview, a services page to show how you can help people, a product page to list what products you can offer, and a contact me page. Of course, your website can be much more complex, but at least make sure you just have a website with the basics. Next, I want to talk about business cards. Many of us are guilty of going to networking events, collecting business cards, and then putting them on our desk where they sit there and collect dust. They are doing you no good sitting on your desk. Many of those business cards are great prospects, but you don't feel like adding them to your address book or email marketing list because it's tedious. Here's what I'd recommend. Outsource the inputting of your business cards. Hire a niece or a nephew in high school to do this, or go to Upwork and hire a freelancer to do this for you. It will probably cost you $50 to input a few hundred business cards. However, think about how much you could earn from that. If you get 1 or 2 new clients because you followed up with them, that's an incredible return on your $50. If you could earn 1,000 or 5,000 or even 10,000 in fees and commissions from the new client, that is an off the charts ROI. So you did all this work to meet these prospects. Don't miss out on those sales because you didn't follow up with them. Here's another opportunity many advisors miss. Update your alumni directory with your full contact information. Any school that has an alumni directory, make sure you add it. Your high school, your college, your grad school, if your kindergarten has an alumni directory, add it there. This is free advertising. Wherever you can add your contact information, including the name of your company, add it. Make it really clear you're an advisor. I do not think that alumni directories are viewed nearly as often as, say, LinkedIn or Facebook. However, a lot of people feel more comfortable working with an alumni than a stranger. Even if you only pick up 1 new client from a directory, it is worth your time. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Make sure you update those directories, and also make sure you keep them updated as your information changes. I would actually keep a list of all the places you need to update your information every time something changes. So the last step we're going to discuss today is using Meetup. If you're not using Meetup for prospecting, you should absolutely start. And I recognize that right now the world is kind of in lockdown and it's not so easy to do this. But when we come out of this, this is something you should use. So if you're not familiar with it, Meetup is a platform that brings people together around social and community events. You can join cooking groups or travel groups or political groups or even business owner groups. So the great thing about Meetup is that people are coming together specifically to meet other people. You don't have to go chasing them. They're all in one place and they want to meet you. So pick a meetup around a topic you like. For example, if you like to travel, join the travel meetup. Then go regularly and meet new people. Do not try to turn them into clients immediately. You need to spend some time getting to know them and over time build relationships. But once you've built trust, then you can start to turn them into clients. The great thing about Meetup is that you can pick a topic that you already like, so it's not even really work. You'll be getting together with people who like the same things as you, and you'll basically be having fun and prospecting all at the same time. So that is all the tips we're going to review today. We're going to take some questions. Before I do that, I just want to emphasize again that getting more people to engage with your marketing channels is really important. But it is just as important that you increase your conversion rate when people visit your marketing channels. The best way to do that is to make it really easy for people to contact you. Again, think about Amazon. Why do so many people shop there? Because it's easy. You want to do the same thing on all your marketing channels. Make it easy for people to find you and contact you, and you'll increase your conversion. So you did all this great work to get people to show up to your marketing channel. Make the most of it by increasing your conversion rate. So I want to take some time for questions, but I also want to tell you that I'm going to actually send out a PDF to everyone. It's going to be kind of a summary cheat sheet of all the tips we talked about today. So everyone who signed up for this webinar will get that. In addition, if anyone is not using My Name Flow today and you want to try it, you can sign up here to schedule a time to enroll in a free trial. So with that, let me go ahead and just see what questions there are. What was number 11? That was one of the questions. Number 11 was fill out your alumni directories. So just make sure you're taking advantage of that. And that'll be in the PDF that I gave an overview of. And then someone's asking, I was a few minutes late, what was the first idea? The first idea was basically including your contact information everywhere and making sure it is your full contact information. So that'll also be in the PDF that I'm going to send out after this webinar. So that's the presentation. If anyone has questions, go ahead and type them right into the chat, and I can answer them right now. And if not, as I said, everyone's going to get the PDF right after the webinar. I'll probably send that out in the next hour or so. So someone's asking, hey, I'm already using My Name Flow. Is there more than the newsletter campaign available? So today we have the welcome email, we have the newsletter campaigns. We would very much like to be able to offer you the opportunity to engage people even more frequently. We're in discussions with your home office, but we have not gotten the approval to add that feature yet. So if we get the approval to add that feature from your home office, we'll absolutely do that. And we would love to be able to give you even greater flexibility to engage people more often. So any other questions for me before we close out? Again, you can type them right into the chat. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. I'm going to close it out, and you can always email me with any questions. And as I said, you'll be getting a PDF from us, and you can take a look at all the tips we talked about today. Have a great day, everybody.